What? Hello? Alright, I'm back. I'm doing some spooky games. Starting with this one. This is not your house. I'm just gonna jump into the tutorial, why not? Use the skip button at the bottom of the screen while playing to skip any part of the game you played previously. Okay, well I haven't played any previously. Use V to activate or deactivate the screen reader.
Self-voicing in.
Okay. Screen reader volume is affected by the voice volume. Okay. Take speed control, activate auto forward progression on the settings menu for an automatic experience. I might turn the tick speed up a little bit. That should be good. Okay, let's go. Roger always knew if he were attacked, it would happen on the walk from his car to his home. So he readied his house key before stepping out of the vehicle, keeping it ready as he walked to the trunk of his car. He hangs his groceries from his wrists, keeping his fingers free to open the front door without fumbling. As Roger makes his way to the porch, his eyes start darting between the house's corners. He'd read about a young woman being ambushed in a driveway the week before. He tries to put it out of his mind by counting how many steps it takes him to reach the front door, but he can't stop listening for the sound of someone rushing toward him. There is a gentle breeze and the white noise of distant traffic. Roger assures himself he is right to remain vigilant. It only takes a split second for someone to get the drop on you. Steady with the key now, smooth as fast. Roger's key slides in on the first try. It won't turn? Roger removes his key and inspects it. It's engraved with a large H, definitely the correct key. Roger tries the key again. Locked, jammed, broken maybe? Roger takes a step away from the door and scans the area for suspicious persons. He sees no one. He releases his grasp on the key and leaves it in the lock. He drops his grocery bags on the porch. He tries furiously to turn, pull, and push on the key and door handle, every which way, without success. Roger hears something inside. A shadow passes by the window. It looks like someone's silhouette through the curtain. Roger pounds on the door. Open up this instant. The police are en route. The door unlocks from the inside. Can I help you? You can start by getting out of my house. This house does not belong to you. Check the deed, lady. A deed is only a piece of paper. One that proves this house is my property. Oh, that was Roger. Personal property is a social construct. Those who inhabit a space own it. Ah, I see. Oh, quick save. They don't have the house. Keep the house. I'll take my car and head down to the station. Which car is that? The one I pulled up in. I didn't notice. The only one sitting in the driveway. But sir, that's my car. What in the hell? Roger turns just in time to see the car he calls his own reversing on into the street. He sees the homeowner wave to him from the driver's seat and disappear down the road. Whoops. Here, let me help you with that. Roger tries to run after his car, but the homeowner grabs hold of his shirt. She slips it off with one deft sweep. Roger spins around, trying to grab hold of his button down. He feels goosebumps forming on his arms as his nipples harden. Okay. Give me my shirt back. No need for these either. The homeowner grabs the hem of Roger's pants and yanks backward, knocking Roger flat on his back. The homeowner quickly slides off his pants and the remaining articles on his person. Is this a spicy beard? Roger lies dazed with his head pounding from the collision with the porch. He can hear the sounds of rustling fabric and crinkling plastic bags. Roger wraps his arms around his head and groans. Please, not my chicken. The homeowner gathers Roger's things, glides into the house, and slams the door shut. Roger pulls himself to his feet. He cups his genitals in his hands and tries to keep warm. He shakes from the cold. Oh, this is quite a lot. Hold on. Maybe I should do actual saves. Yes. I'm going to do a save here as well. Okay. Was there not So quick load is just quick save, but you can't actually... Oh wait. No, not save. Load. There we go. Break down the door, wait her out, seek shelter, find help. This is taking quite a turn for poor old Roger. And so quickly. Wait her out. Roger was not one to bully others, or be bullied himself. He stood resolutely on his porch like any respectable citizen would. He spent the first few hours hollering and pounding on his own front door. As it grew late and cold, Roger began to lose feeling in his extremities. His pounding became limp and inconsistent, and his hollers turned to hoarse whispers. He became warm and a bit drowsy. Roger reasoned it was best to get some rest and resume his valiant opposition in the morning. Morning did not come for Roger. He sat on the porch, curled up, and nestled his head against the front door. It was the comfiest and sleepiest Roger had ever been. The homeowner discovered Roger at dawn and called the police. Cause of death was determined to be hypothermia. He was tagged as a John Doe and placed in a morgue to await cremation. Roger's final moments were warm, and he was not afraid. End credits. Okay, we're done. On to the next game. No. So that's one ending. Wait her out now. Do the same. Keep getting the same ending over and over again. Let's find help. Driven by the belief he cannot resolve the house theft on his own, Roger runs off to find help. Running down the road, he spots a police cruiser on patrol. Roger begins wildly flailing his arms and calling out for the vehicle to stop. The cruiser comes to a halt and an officer steps out from the passenger side. Roger sprints toward him, shouting, attempting to explain the situation. The officer enters a defensive stance and draws his weapon on Roger. Roger freezes in place, thrusting his hands into the air. Don't move, hands! Let me see those hands! They're up, I'm cooperating. Suspect is uncooperative. I'm cooperating. What am I a suspect of? Sorry, I have this bad habit of accidentally right-clicking. Turn around! I said turn around right now! Roger complies. Walk backward toward me. Roger walks backward toward the officer. Not so fast! Roger stops, in a lethal game of red light, green light. Did I say stop? Roger does not speak, and he does not move. He does not want to alarm the officer. Come on, hurry up! Roger very slowly walks backward toward the officer. I said slowly, not slow motion. Pick up the pace. Roger does not hasten his pace. He is terrified of doing something that could be seen as threatening. That's it. Oh, that's it. The sound of the officer's thudding footsteps draw nearer to Roger. Roger hears cuffs being readied behind him. He feels the cold metal press against his wrists. The officer thrusts Roger against the hood of his car. Roger can feel the cuffs tightening further, cutting off circulation. Please, officer, I'm cooperating. The officer yanks Roger off the hood and steers him with the chain of his cuffs. The metal digs into Roger's wrists as he fails to anticipate the officer's movements. The officer pushes Roger into the back seat and slams the door. The officer quickly climbs into the front seat and jumps on the radio with dispatch. Roger's naked body wriggles against the leather in the back seat as he attempts to sit up. The officer brings his fist down on the car's dash. Keep it down back there! A few tears stream down Roger's face in the dark. The tears make him feel ashamed, but he cannot suppress how angry and helpless he feels. Please, someone has broken into my house. Look, we're passing by it right now. Just pull over. The old someone stole my house routine. Save it for the judge, junkie. I'm not a junkie. I'm a senior citizen and I need help. Oh. You don't see many elderly junkies, huh? What are you talking about? The officers sit in total silence as they cruise towards the station. Roger sits back and tries not to exacerbate the situation further. So you're telling us that you went out shopping and returned home to find your locks were changed? That's right. Then I started pounding on the door, and some strange woman answered. Strange how? What do you mean? She stole my house. Right, but what is it that made her strange to you? How calm she was about it all, acting like I was a perfect stranger and she belonged there. The officers glanced at one another. So you found your locks changed and a strangely calm and comfortable woman at the door? Yes, but she was in my car as well. So she left your house? No, she was in the house, and I turned around and saw her driving away in my car at the same time. A pair of twins, maybe? They were her! In the car, in the house, all at once. So what happened to your clothes? She took them, right there on the porch. When I turned to see the car taking off, she slipped my shirt off. Without you even asking? The officers snicker as they share a look. It's not funny. I was assaulted. Sir, if a woman came up to me with a smile and asked for my clothes, I wouldn't report her. She knocked me down and ripped off my pants. Alright, sir, how much have you had to drink this evening? Not a drop. So you're telling me you tried to get into someone else's house in a confused state, thought you saw the two of the same person and wandered the streets naked, but you haven't had anything to drink? That's not what I said. That isn't how it happened. You've already given your statement. All I need to know is how much you were drinking. Quick save. I'm sober. I was not drinking. It's true what I said, every word of it. Put a note that the subject is not cooperating and we haven't been able to positively identify him. My name is Roger Cormack. I've already told you that. Sir, you'll be transferred to a new facility in the morning. You can explain the situation to them. What kind of facility? The kind that has the resources necessary to help someone like you. Oh dear God. Roger spent the remainder of his life being shuttled between state mental institutions. None were able to properly identify what ailed him. Without a diagnosis and treatment plan in place, they were unable to release him. He raved about the woman who stole his house and his car. The staff learned to tune out his ravings as they did with all the other patients, content to consider his ramblings those of a madman. Unspecific nonsense that you can hear pressing your ear to any patient's cell door. Okay, now the other one. Okay, I'm drunk. Roger hangs his head in his hands. You're right, officer. I've had a few too many tonight. I don't know what I'm saying. It's alright, old-timer. Just be glad it's not dementia. I'm very grateful. Well, you can spend the night in the drunk tank and we'll release you in the morning. Thank you, officers. Roger spent the last few hours of the evening resting on his cell bench. It was rigid and uncomfortable, but Roger had learned to deal with discomfort in the service. True to his word, the officer released Roger first thing in the morning. Roger received a pair of sweatpants from the lost and found to replace his jumpsuit. He had no phone or wallet and no idea what direction his house was in. He'd never been downtown and didn't know how to find his way out. He focused on finding shelter and food. He spent each day meeting his fundamental needs. Most passerbys refused to look at him. The rest were too frightened by his appearance to speak with him. Everyone kept a safe distance from him. He faded into the crowds and entirely out of memory. Oh no, poor Roger. He's not having a good time, is he? Seek shelter. I did break down the door last. With no immediate means of retaking his house, Roger thinks it's best to find somewhere to rest. He takes off into the woods in search of shelter from the elements. Roger finds a grove just before dark. At its center stands an immense hollow tree. Roger crawls inside and huddles against its bark for warmth. It protects him from the biting wind outside. Oh, the music has lyrics. As he settles into a comfortable position, his breathing slows and he drifts off to sleep. He wakes the next morning to terrible hunger pangs. He crawls out of the tree and onto the dewy forest floor. He scrounges around, looking for food. He happens upon a large growth of mushrooms. Oh, hell yeah, I'm gonna eat the mushrooms. Roger consumes the mushrooms with a desperate ferocity. They have a bitter taste, but Roger's hunger allows him to chew through it. As his belly fills with the mushrooms, he starts to feel ill. His head begins to spin. His manner of thought shifts and becomes fluid. Roger sees the world around him as a part of him. Oh. Oh, this is quite a tune. I just kinda like it. Or he is a part of it. Wait, what was it? Roger sees a word around him as a part of him, or he is a part of it. A very small part. A moat. The homeowner was right, in part. Personal property is a construct, but habitation is not means of ownership. He did not own the immense tree any more after sleeping in it than he did before knowing of it. The moat merely landed on the tree. In the morning it came upon some mushrooms and began thinking of the world before itself. It surrendered itself to the soil, to the cool damp, to the network, forsaking hunger, forsaking words like Roger, and returning home. Died by becoming a part of the fungal network. Hell yeah. Okay, don't eat the mushrooms. Roger wasn't sure if the mushrooms were poisonous or not. He didn't want to risk dying for a single breakfast. He let them be. That was a hell of a trip though. Come on, man. But the facts remained. He was hungry. He set out for the edge of the forest at a brisk pace, skulking through the tree line parallel to the roadway to hide his nakedness. As the forest thins, he ducks into alleys and hides behind garbage cans. He smells something on the breeze. It makes him salivate and clench his fists with an aggravated longing. Bright red. Something catches Roger's eye. A fire station. They might be able to help. Yeah, sure, let's go. Reason compels Roger to stop at the fire station and seek assistance. He knocks on the front door. The man who answers seems unfazed by Roger's lack of dress. Sir, is it possible this station has some clothing it could lend me? Or some food to spare? Got plenty of both. Come in. Or come on in. Roger is given a baggy t-shirt with a monogram of a defunct company on it, accompanied by some ill-fitting pants. He relaxes knowing he will not be charged with indecent exposure. Terry is in charge of lunch for the station today. He's got a pot of chili going. Might not be appetizing first thing in the morning, but it's what we got. I would appreciate some, thank you. The fireman nods and hurries back with a bowl of chili and a cold beer. Roger isn't normally one for beer, but it is dark and filling. So if you don't mind my asking, what's got you out on the street with your picker hanging out? I went out for groceries yesterday. While I was out, some woman broke into my house and changed the locks. I couldn't get back in and had to spend the night in the woods. But why was your picker out? You like shopping naked? No, the woman had an accomplice who broke into my car while I was trying to get into the house. I tried to stop her from taking the car, but the woman in the house jumped me from behind when I did. I took a bad blow to the head. She stripped me on the porch, and her pal took off with my car. Fireman scratches his beard. Why didn't you go to the police? It was freezing out and getting dark fast. I didn't know how to find the station, and she took my phone, so I just holed up for the night. Glad you made it. Awfully cold last night. Kinda makes it our slow season. Alright, because he's a fireman. Yes. I'm just glad I stumbled onto this place. The facade really stands out. You got any kind of documentation to prove you own that house? Of course. I have the deed in a safety deposit box, but I need my ID to get to it. And that bitch took my pants with my wallet still in them. You think she's still in the house, or took off in the car with her pal? She had no intention of leaving, I can tell you that. That settles it then. I'll get the blues on the horn and get this sorted for you. Fireman lumbers over to a phone on the far wall. A wave of relief washes over Roger, knowing a civil servant is assisting him. Still, the fireman's reaction to Roger's story troubles him. He doesn't want the fireman thinking of him as a crazy old man. Worse still, Roger worries he is a crazy old man and just doesn't know it yet. Yeah, that's the kind of theory I thought originally, but I don't know. Part of him hopes the woman is still in his house to prove to himself that what he remembers happening really happened. When police arrive at Roger's residence, they find the homeowner barricaded inside the upstairs bedroom. Raving that the house is hers, she's been there all her life, it's her childhood home. She demands the police get a warrant to search the premises, but she is unable to provide personal ID or proof of residence. Bearing no legal claim to the property, she cannot refuse them entry. They are They are unable to locate Roger's wallet, believing the homeowner has destroyed it. Roger's social security card and birth certificate are recovered from the premises, which he uses to acquire the deed from a safety deposit box. With the proper paperwork secured and presented to the authorities, Roger is permitted entry to his home. The homeowner is taken into police custody. Roger spent the next several years checking in on the homeowner, as she was transferred between a variety of state mental institutions. He eventually lost track of her in the system. He nearly forgot about her altogether until his car was recovered. It was unearthed at a site in Nevada where BlackRock was breaking ground on the construction of a new housing complex. Roger put the car out of his mind. He didn't allow himself to worry about the homeowner. He kept his shotgun at his bedside and slept easy. Hey, he actually got it back. You know, I thought that there was basically no chance that would happen. That you would actually be getting your house back in this game. Let's follow the scent of food. Roger's hunger takes hold of him. It demands satisfaction, so he follows the scent in the air. He finds his way to the nearby Ultra store. The welcomer at the door barely notices him, distracted by a handheld gaming device. Roger wanders the vacant halls of the store until he finds men's clothing. He grabs a simple outfit, a pair of socks, and some sneakers. Then heads straight for the ready-made meals by the self-checkout. Piping hot pizzas for breakfast. Wait, did he? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he put clothes on. I was like, he's not just doing all this naked, right? Roger grabs one of the boxes and takes a seat on the floor in front of the display. He uses the box as a plate and chows down on the warm treat. A bit sleepy, but satisfied. Roger takes a moment to think. With some warm clothes and a full stomach, the answer strikes him almost immediately. Roger shuffles out of the store, leaving discarded pizza boxes and tags in his wake. Insert arm into automaton orifice. He makes his way to the ATM outside the store's entrance. Roger reads the display and looks down. He sees the ATM's orifice. He slides his arm inside. It is cold, pulsating. Roger looks up at the display. His fingers grope around inside the orifice for the keypad. Roger feels the raised shape of the numbers on the keys. He pokes his pen into the pad. The ATM produces his funds. Roger pays for the clothes and pizza while checking out some additional supplies. Roger had never committed a criminal act. He was distressed to discover how easy it was. At his own house in broad daylight. No one paid any attention as he hooked a hose up to the gas tank out of the house. Or outside of the house. No one batted an eye when he broke the kitchen window, or ran the gas tank's hose through it. Not even when he threw the lit Zippo inside. The neighborhood only took notice when they heard the result. The fire department was first to arrive on the scene. Roger was impressed by their response time. Thankfully, their investigative abilities left much to be desired. They declared the fire a natural accident caused by a gas leak. Roger was unable to claim the full amount on his insurance policy and used the money, was able to claim the full amount on his insurance policy and use the money to buy a home closer to his grandchildren. Credits. Oh, wow. I guess. Hooray? I mean, I guess that's a win. Should I do a save? I'll do another save. Not that it really matters. Take the house back. Oh wait, there was still another one, wasn't there? Break into the house. Break down the door. Roger is a strong man, but not strong enough to break a door down with his bare feet. So instead he takes a swing at the door's window. He feels something warm and slippery pour down his arm as he fumbles with the deadbolt. It's probably blood. He manages to get a grip on the lock and slide it open. Roger opens the door and shuffles inside. He hears heavy footsteps from the floor above. The steps indicate the homeowner is headed for the stairs. Shit. Had you found a shotgun? Roger only had a moment to act. Arm yourself. Roger darts to the knife block in the kitchen, a mere 15 feet away. He yanks out the butcher's knife and wheels around, heading for the stairs. Yellow flash inflicts a cinder. Roger lies dead, practically eviscerated by his own shotgun. The homeowner calls the police to report the incident. What is left of the body is labeled a John Doe. It is cremated by the town according to protocol. The local paper released a story about the incident, labeling Roger an unidentified drifter and the homeowner as a neighborhood hero. Some locals caught the story and recognized Roger from the area. A correction was printed, but it portrayed Roger as an unstable addict to account for his state of undress and violent behavior. Local officers used Roger as a cautionary tale at school assemblies to display the dangers associated with drug abuse. The homeowner was heralded throughout the state as an example of someone who defended themselves when police were nowhere in sight. She was paid handsomely to act as a keynote speaker for a variety of clubs and events over the next few years. Damn. Okay, hide in ambush. Roger wasn't sure he could make it to the kitchen and back before the homeowner reached him. He pressed himself against the corner wall at the bottom of the staircase, hoping to remain out of sight. The homeowner's heavy footfall makes it easy to follow her movements. Roger sees the barrel of his shotgun slide through the entryway. He grabs hold of it and rushes around the corner. The homeowner falls back on the stairs. Roger yanks the gun away from her with his good hand. The homeowner stares at Roger and tries to sit up. Roger brings the butt of the shotgun down on her face. He presses down, grinding and twisting it into her. Her smile peeks out at him from around the gun stock. She reaches for the trigger. Roger pulls the gun away and brings it down on her face. He does it again, and again, and again, relentlessly fragmenting and distorting her features into a puddle. He was satisfied when he could no longer see her eyes. The police arrived shortly after. A neighbor called 20 minutes earlier due to the sound of breaking glass. Roger's defense team could not adequately explain the circumstances leading to him viciously beating an unarmed woman to death in his home. A woman police were never able to identify. Due to excessive facial and dental trauma, missing fingerprints, and a lack of documentation, the jury found Roger Cormack guilty of first-degree homicide. In his own house? Like, are you sure? The prosecution convinced jurors that Roger had kidnapped the woman and killed her when she attempted to escape his home. Roger now inhabits a cell on death row awaiting lethal injection. Okay. I feel like that's, how would they have evidence to come to that conclusion? Innocent till proven guilty thing. I don't think that they could fabricate that story and just people would just buy it. Oh well. Take your house back. I have a rotisserie chicken cooling off out here. I'll be eating it in my dining room before it's room temp. The homeowner attempts to shut the door on Roger. Roger swiftly jams his foot between the door and its frame. He presses his face into the gap his foot provides. I don't think you heard me. Roger shoulders the door wide open. The homeowner is knocked back into the kitchen. You forgot your chicken. Well, obviously, I'm gonna get the chicken. Roger turns around to collect his groceries. He sees someone analogous to the homeowner devouring his rotisserie chicken. The homeowner behind Roger grabs a knife, or a paring knife. The homeowner clamps a hand over Roger's mouth and shoves the blade into his back. A muffled gasp. The knife forces the air from Roger's lungs. He paws helplessly at the homeowner's arm. Roger's vision narrows and blurs. He tries to bite the homeowner and break free. Her hand remains firmly clamped over his mouth. He can taste the tang of her blood with an unexpected acidity. The homeowner gently lowers Roger to the floor. Roger tries to get up, but grows weaker as blood pumps through his heart and out his back. The homeowner keeps him pinned to the floor, pressing down on his chest to strain his breathing. Roger grows tired and slips away into a calm and reassuring dark. The homeowner's analog grabs the grocery bags and carries them inside. It sets the bags on the floor and steals a glance at Roger. We have plenty to eat tonight. There may even be enough to store in the freezer. We'll need to dress and quarter it to see how much there is. Now close the door. It won't tolerate a draft. Or I won't tolerate a draft. The homeowner's analog grabs the door and thrusts it shut. The goings-on of the house safeguarded from the eyes of prying neighbors by a door and some drapes. End credits. Okay, well I guess this might be the last one. Oh wait. Do I have a... yeah. Stand your ground. I'll get it when you're gone. Be sure not to leave too often, Roger. I have a habit of roosting in untended spaces. Roger hears a car start up right outside. He looks out the window to see what's going on. The homeowner waves from the driver's seat of his car and disappears down the road. It can't be! Roger whirls around. The homeowner is no longer in his kitchen. He proceeds to clear the house, room by room, until he is sure she's gone. Roger spent the next few days gathering up every trace of the homeowner's presence and passed it on to the authorities. Doilies, table runners, oiled drape runners, candles. It seemed like she lived there for years, leaving things in odd places only someone familiar with the space would. It took Roger an additional half day just to rearrange the furniture. Thankfully, she hadn't moved in her own. Then there was nothing left for Roger to do, except his grocery shopping. He decided to have his groceries delivered by a boy from the neighborhood for a while. He didn't want to leave the house alone. He started to feel silly about it after a few weeks passed, so he placed a call to the station following up on his vehicle's disappearance. The police explained they were unable to locate his missing car and had no leads. Roger bought a junker to handle his errands around town. He didn't notice the walk from his car to his house anymore. The only thing that worried him is whether or not he could turn his key when he got home. A shadow passes by the window. Yes, no longer fears an ambush on his way to the house. Wow, that's it. Yes, I know these games are going to be quite short. And funnily enough, I didn't actually really plan a theme for these 3 games. It just happened that 2 of them are about a house, and the other one's about a cave, but it's kind of similar. It's still more about the place than a monster, right? It's similar in that sense, but I mean, I'm kind of drawn to horror based around houses because, like, I love House of Leaves, so... but yeah, that was quite something. I don't know, that... There's something very creepy about those homeowners. The images, the pixel art really killed it. Although, I mean, not although, but pixel art is good for like horror and stuff because a lot of horror is made better when it's like obscured, and pixel art kind of has a built-in kind of obfuscation to it. So anyway, on to the next one. What's next? Cave Crawler. I didn't realize that was going to be a like a visual novel kind of thing, but then again, I didn't really look up anything about these games at all. So they could be anything. I do know a bit about anatomy. It's a bit loud. Where is it? Hold on. Cave Crawler, there it is. Wasn't showing up on the list. Maybe I should turn that. Okay, the music's not actually that loud. At the moment, we'll see. Controls. Wait. Oh, the right's a gamepad. Okay. Should I get a gamepad for this? Looks like I should get a gamepad for this. Oh, gamepad. Why don't they call it gamepad? Just call it a controller. Here we go. got my PS4 controller. Okay. It's plugged in. Okay, it's working. Cave crawler. After acquiring mining rights to the area in 1992, Rockwell Mining Group was alerted by local park and forest services to a missing persons report near the entrance to company property. The following footage showcases the use of the cave crawler, a newly patented survey drone developed by RNG. Okay. First things first, look behind you. Now, I don't know anything about this game, but I do love the it's tank controls. Okay. I do love the caves, just in general. I like the idea of them. There was another horror game I played, like a sonar based one that was set in a cave. I can't remember what it was called. I might look it up after this. Scanner Somba, that was it. That was a great horror game. Let's go down this way. What's the zoom? What sort of noise? Do the two ways lead the same way? I'm guessing they do. Wait, what is this? Oh, hello? Objective, find the missing person. 0 out of 1. Wait, is this where it came from? Or is this... the stalagmites and stalactite formations for a second look like a person, like a stick figure person. I don't think this is where it came from. I'll be honest, I didn't expect this left way to continue going around. Oh! What's that? It's a rock! It appears to be some sort of rock. Why is my cursor yellow when I'm over it? Can I do anything about it? Oh, it's a backpack. That's a big area. Sun drop off. Yes, I hear you, Minecraft cave noises. Oh no, I gotta go all the way back. You know, something cool. I can actually tell these things on the ground are stalagmites and the things in the ceiling are stalactites. They got 2 separate names. This kind of looks like a cutout, no. And the way I remember it is by stalagmite is G for ground and stalactite is C for ceiling. Yeah. Like stalag, the G there, and the stalag, the C there. It's a torch. See, I wouldn't have found the backpack if I didn't go the other way. What was that, like, rubber band sound? Ooh, crystals. Is that a person? That looks like the person to me. Oh, scan. Oh, there's a scanning function. Yeah, I found the missing person. Discovery. After testing the cave crawler for approximately 4 hours, it was able to locate the missing hiker's body in a cave containing a crystalline structure. After further study, RMG discovered the crystals are a highly dense energy source, rivaling the output of current-day nuclear energy sources. After discovering a new potential fuel source, RMG required deeper exploration to locate additional crystal deposits for further testing. Following footage was collected by the cave crawler 22 hours after a major cave-in trapped RMG mining personnel within the cave. Okay, first things first, check behind me. Oh, there's an actual way this time. Wait, what am I scanning? Nope, nothing. Oh, wait. There's an invisible wall. Okay. Oh, hello. Yeah, it gave me a bit of a fright there. I know it didn't seem like it, but it did. Hello? Heard something. Something down there. What is this? Minecart? Boop. Rockwell excavation container. Is that the cave-in? Looks like there's blood around it. Rockwell mining tool, human blood detected. Oh no, it's a mining tool. Okay. Human blood. I like the aesthetic of this game a lot. It's like those low quality like VHS aesthetics, but I think it does it better than a lot of the cheap ones. Rockwell mining tool. Because it's like built into the story and like the function of this drone. You know, because it's like a low quality camera on the drone and the slow moving and stuff, because it doesn't need to be a fast moving drone. Don't really need to scan these rocks, these crystals. Cabin blocked, cause unknown. Oh wait, is that there? Oh, that one. That's what I was scanning. There's blood. And a torch. At 400 meters deep. Rockwell ultra safe protective headgear. Ultra safe TM. I'm guessing, right, I have to go this way because I can't climb. Is that a body? It looks like a body. You found a body. Oh, it's gone. Not anymore. The exclamation mark it had. Like, need like the Legend of Zelda. Da 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 da. You found a body. We got here more crystals. Oh, a red dot. Oh, more red dots. Like in the thumbnail. Ah. Oh. Damn, those were some big boulders. I heard if it fell on you, huh? What's here? Nothing. Just more crystals and pickaxes. Pickaxe singular. Wait, there's another cave-in. Wait, well, is there anywhere else to go? Oh, down there. Wait, is that a... That's where I came from, right? What is it? Yeah, this is somewhere new. I hope it is, otherwise I have to go all the way back. The way that shadow crept around the corner kind of looked like it was a person. Or something. There are a lot of giant holes in this cabin. Wait, isn't this where I came up? It's not this way. God damn it. Well, going back. We get to admire these lovely red dots all around. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's another dead person. Hello. You see, this one's not going to get pulled away when I scan it. Nope. What happened to him? Why is it the light doing that to him? Bouncing around on him. Maybe the cabin's unblocked now? Nope. Why would it be unblocked? Well, there wasn't a different way down here, was there? That I just missed somehow? No. I hope I didn't just miss one on the way here. That would be bad. Wait, is this the other side of the cabin? Because there was blood on one side, right? No, but I can't see anything past that. I was thinking maybe I had to zoom in to find a person. Maybe, there's a person. Hello. What's his helmet on the rock down there? So you gonna get yoinked away as well? Oh. No. Harvesting. After searching for 2 hours, the cave crawler was only able to locate the bodies of 3 of the miners still intact, alongside side personnel equipment of the remaining 12. Upon further examination, the recovered bodies provided important medical data on the crystalline structures. Beginning as small spores, once contact has been made with the form of biological material, the crystals will begin to grow by converting the biological matter into energy. After implantation, small crystalline formations appearing within 24 hours, with crystals reaching full maturation after 48 hours. Okay, wait. Beginning of small spores, contact... Okay, they convert the biological matter into energy. So they kill the people, the spores kill the people and make more crystals. Wait, they're philosopher's stones from maybe I shouldn't say, because that's kind of a spoiler. But it's really old, so it shouldn't really. I can't spoil it. A philosopher's stone from something. Beginning at 0800 hours, seismic detectors registered a slow build-up in vibrations deep within the RMG pit. After 2 localized seismic events, contact was lost with the feeding team at 0900 hours. The cave crawler was deployed to locate the missing team members. Excuse me, the feeding team? I guess if it's just biological matter, they could just chuck some meat in, so... But is that worth it? I guess it must be. What is this? Tube. Are they dead bodies? Bodies ready to be implanted. Okay. So they're not using meat. They're using dead bodies. Oh, okay. There is no turning back. I like the little tentacles coming out of the ground. And popping up like, hello. 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 Like the flesh cave, I like it. Biohazard. Biohazard. Legally mandated biohazard warning. So let's say, wearing a mask is highly recommended but not mandated. We are not responsible. We are not responsible for any medical issues. RMG. Now there's 5 of the missing team to find. I'll go this way first. Oh. Got stuck on something for a second. The little feel is popping up to say hello. Oh god, I'm gonna get lost in this cave system. I bet. More crystals. Anything up there? Is that a person? Probably. Doing it again, is he gonna get yoinked again? A mistake was made. What? So it's not a person. Okay. Oh, something dropped. Wait, that's a person. That's something. What is that? It's a crystal. Oh, in the shape of a person. With a helmet down there as well. I'll go that way soon. What the hell is that? I thought it was moving, but it's not. Okay. We're fine, we're fine. Wait, there was one of the 5 team members turned into a crystal. Damn. What a way to go. Motion detected. Yeah, I saw that too. That looks like a person. Wait, that's just one of the bodies I brought, right? 4F43. What does that mean? There are no bodies left, only the crystals. Alright. Slowly turn around. Need a 180 button. To do an instant 180. There was a game that had one of those. I can't remember what it was. Is that a person? I think that's a person. Yep. Legs coming out the sides. You found a crystal. What is this, Crash Bandicoot? Whoa. Okay, time for the long trek back. Okay, that's enough of that. Serious, this is serious. This is a scary game. It's not Crash Bandicoot. A lot of crystals in the air. Is that a person? That is indeed. Found a crystal. Oh, it moved. Or was that my imagination? I actually don't know because I was moving at the same time. Oh, Minecraft cave noise. You don't scare me. More crystals. Bring me the crystals, Crash. A body with crystals starting to grow out of it. The seed begins to sprout. I think possibly this was meant to be one of the first areas I go to, but instead I went right. Ooh. Is it a missing team member or just a crystal? Agitated crystalline object. Agitated? Where did it come from? Did it just appear out of thin air? Well, now, do I go... Oh, it's a big area. I was gonna say, do I go left or... So it's just completely black. There's something in there. Unknown organic mass detected. Oh, uh-oh. It's a monster. It's another person. That's 4, baby. 1 left. Guess there's only one place left to go. Down here. So I wonder what was to the left then. I mean, I figured this would all just be like a circle so that you'd get back to the start. So it didn't matter which way you went. Hello? Is that the last person? Yep. Ooh. Warning. Federal law provides severe civil and criminal penalties for the unauthorized reproduction, distribution, or exhibition of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs. Oh, gotta end the stream. The following footage is for internal use only. Unauthorized use may result in major fines and or a penalty of up to 65 years in prison. Sheesh, that's a pretty long time. Internal report, UFO 001. Is that UFO or UF0001? Probably 0001. They all look the numbers all look the same. The following footage was collected from Rockwell Mining Group after results of Agents Redacted and Redacted investigation into the origin of the earthquake. RMG was immediately subpoenaed for further documentation regarding records of the mining site. Upon review, the following footage is believed to be what caused the disaster. Oh, the whole underground was taken over by the crystal. Oh, my objective is 46, 49, 4E, 44, 20, 54, 48, 45, 20, 43, 4F, 52, 45. I see. My camera has blood on it. Dip 914 meters. Steven? Even Stevens? Mary. Damn. Jack. And who are you? Richard. It's kind of weird that they'd name the crystals, but okay, whatever. So many of these cute little tentacles popping up around. Being like, hello, bye. What was the spores? They're going out into the world. Who are you? Adam. Is this one Eve? Come on, that would be so... Imagine if I predicted that. Abigail, damn it. Ooh. Bigger tentacles now. Oh, it's a big crystal. Oh, it's not just a crystal. Some biological mass on the bottom. Multiple bodies detected. So I'm guessing that objective is, like, hexadecimal? But I don't know how to do that. What is that? Did I see that just like spit something out? Carlos? Oh wait, how did I miss this? I just completely ignored this giant ass tentacle in the middle. Undulating intestinal tract. Ugh. Carlos. Excuse me, Carlos. I can't go around this way, okay. That gap is surely big enough for me. But whatever. Oh, there's a way down, okay. Who have we got here, huh? William F. And who are you? Mario L. Mario Luigi? Oh my god. My two favorite characters. My two favorite Nintendo characters. They're dead. Gabriel G. Down we go. Whee! It's like a water slide, but slimy and filled with tentacles. The best kind of water slide. Oh. Into the belly of the beast. Damn. I like this. This is creepy. What's that? What is that? Oh, hello. Error. Whoa. Internal report. Conclusion. Upon further investigation of the provided materials and under the order of the current Director of Homeland Security, RMG has been contracted to continue study of the caves under the direct supervision of Dr. Blank. Oh, Dr. Redacted. Credits. Ah, Mario Lastra, Mario L, and Gabriel G, and William F. Those are the last few people. I see. Thanks to all the fans for over 1 million views on TikTok and their support. Oh, yay. Please rewind the tape before returning it to filing personnel. I'll do that. Oh, it closed itself. Okay. Now on to the last one, anatomy. So I can't remember, how did I find this game, Cave Crawler? Is this even... Oh, wait, can I... Yeah, there we go. I think... I'm pretty sure at one point I just went through a bunch of games on Steam and just scrolled down a bunch to find games that hadn't been that aren't like super popular. Anyway, the next one's Anatomy. I'm looking forward to this for a very long time. I've been meaning to play it for ages because I keep seeing it on like YouTube videos. Anatomy. And the inner monologue, the intro monologue to this is like, I love it. Or at least I remember a bit of it. What is that? Oh, that's the door. Hold on, the sensitivity is way too high. I need a... There we go. No, I don't think there are any... What's the word? What a lovely painting. And it's C to crouch, yes. What was I saying? I don't think there's any settings for this game, so I'll just take it like it is. What a strange painting. Turn on the TV. Another painting of... Is that a person? That is a person. Okay. Who the hell am I playing as right now? You know, in this game, maybe I'd prefer to play as like the homeowner from the first game, from This Is Not Your House. Maybe I should just go... Oh! I was gonna say maybe I should just go upstairs, but... Maybe I should not. What have we got here?
In the psychology of the modern civilized human being, it is difficult to overstate the significance of the house. Since as early as the Neolithic era, humankind has defined itself by its buildings. Buildings for worship, buildings for socializing, buildings for protection, even buildings for the commemoration of the dead. But of all the structures that mankind has invented for itself, there is little doubt that the house is that which it relies upon most completely for its continued survival.
There's tape in the dining room. Where's the dining room? Oh! Here's the dining room. Hold on, I want to go upstairs first. That's the intro monologue. Yeah. I remember that in the psychology of the modern civilized human being. It is difficult to overstate the significance of the house. That is an iconic line in my memory. Just because I've seen it a bunch in like mainly Jacob Geller's video essays. And I keep coming back to it, something about I haven't listened to the whole monologue, but I've listened to bits of it. Ooh, there's more place. Oh, this is the TV room. Okay.
The house is one of the key elements that separates modern humanity from its more primitive antecedents. No other creature goes to such lengths to create lasting, permanent shelter for itself, nor regards such shelters with such reverence and import. Why do human beings of our modern age foster this tremendous sympathy toward their homes? There are many reasons, of course, but perhaps it is due in some small part to seeing them as a reflection of ourselves.
Yes. Downstairs bathroom. Well, people will find the humanity in like everything if you let them. Or not. What is it? Not find the humanity. That's not getting across the right connotation, but like anthropomorphize it. People will anthropomorphize anything.
The anatomy of the house is such that this analogy is less superficial than at first it may seem. To carry it further, if we were to dissect a house as we might a human cadaver, we would find ourselves able to isolate and describe its various appendages and their functions in a decidedly anatomical fashion. There is even a fair number of direct comparisons to be drawn between those organs of a house and those of a human body.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that wasn't that door. Go on. Is this it? Yeah. Well, it's a bit dark in here. There it is. No cars? Huh.
For example, let us examine the living room. Often the dominant space of a house's ground level, as well as typically the center of activity in a well-populated home, the living room is very much the heart of the house. While a human heart circulates blood to oxygenate the body's extremities, the living room circulates people, activity, communication. It is the room most likely to be found beating, as active and vivacious as its name would imply. The comparison is only strengthened when we consider also that the living room is most commonly the room to contain the fireplace, making it additionally a locus of actual physical heat.
Mm-hmm. Tape in the living room. What is this carpet? Ew. And this like stone floor. Or was that just more carpet?
It is easy to think of the kitchen and dining room as the stomach or digestive system of a house, though this comparison is tenuous. By contrast, the function and analog of a bathroom should be immediately obvious. The hallways and corridors of a house are its veins, providing circulation coursing throughout its frame. A staircase bears more than a passing resemblance, both physically and symbolically, to a spine. The windows of a house serve much the same purpose as eyes, and anyone who has ever rounded a bend or long drive and come suddenly face to face with a tall, dark manor will tell you that it is difficult to shake the impression that the house, through its lightless windows, is a creature capable of vision and intelligence.
There's a tape on the stairs. Okay. Hold on, I was just unplugging my controller. Wait, on the stairs. Oh, there it is. Yoink.
The bedroom is perhaps the room that most eludes direct comparison in this fashion. At a stretch, and allowing for a bit of poetic sympathy, it might be said that the bedroom is not unlike the human mind, or those parts of it which dictate thought and imagination. In the bedroom, dreams are dreamt, passions are ignited, epiphanies are experienced in cold sweat at early hours. In the bedroom is where people invariably spend the majority of their time, though comparatively little of it whilst conscious.
Tape in the bedroom. In a bedroom. So you're saying there's multiple bedrooms. Wait, was this the way always this long? Wait, what? You tricksy game, you. Oh my god. Okay. It's just like House of Leaves. Okay, not quite. Is it gonna teleport me again? It's gonna not actually be a staircase here. Oh no.
And yet, this analogy is an incomplete one, for obviously the mind is an exceedingly complex thing. If the bedroom represents the thinking, dreaming part of the brain, then it is the basement that represents those lower, unconscious parts. The basement is dark. It is buried. It is a place full of cobwebs where memories are stored. A poignant comparison, truly. Often the unnerving uncertainty that comes with considering the deeper aspects of the human psyche is not unlike gazing down at the swimming blackness pooled at the bottom of a basement stairwell. It is a place we spend our childhoods filling with monsters that will lay for years in patient silence. It is a place that, barring some specific errand, we seldom ever want to go.
Mm-hmm. I like these analogies. I can't see. Oh, over there. Oh, it's pink bats. Insulation. Now, where's the stairs? Oh, I hit the other wall. Shouldn't the stairs be like here? Yeah. And play.
Of course, this comparison, though appropriate, is a very heavy-handed one, and often the basement is little more than a storage space littered with the corpses of spiders and woodlice. While poets and psychoanalysts no doubt dread the thought of a dark basement, in truth, it is the bedroom, the waking mind, that place of dreams. It is actually the most frightening of all.
Tape in the master bedroom. Wait, is that different from the bedroom that I was in before? Is it gonna do the trick again? Or a trick? Ooh. I don't see a... There it is, the tape. Oh.
It is here, in the bedroom, that we are at our most vulnerable.
The door's gone.
Each night we shut our senses to the world for hours at a time, trusting in the house to keep us safe until next we wake. In this state of extreme vulnerability, we will spend something like 20% of our lives. Anything might stand beside us, watch us, keep us company until dawn, and we would never perceive it. We can only pray that the house will not let such things carry on as we sleep. In this way, during these hours, the bedroom seems less like a mind and more like a mouth. For it is here that the house is most likely to betray us. It is here that we place ourselves most at the house's mercy and spend each night hoping that it will not bite down.
Oh. It closed itself. Yes, I've heard that this game does that too. Scan lines are a little more intense now. Oh, it's open. Oh, that's not right.
In the psychology of the modern civilized human being, it is difficult to overstate the significance of the house. Since as early as the Neolithic era, humankind has defied the dead. But of all the structures that mankind has invented for itself, there is little doubt that the house is that which it relies upon most completely for its continued survival.
There is a tape in the dining room. Everything else seems normal here. I can pick up the plates? Or I can smash them. Yay! Hi.
Why do human beings of our modern age foster this tremendous sympathy?
There's a tape in the downstairs bathroom. That's this one. Yes, I saw. The mirror a bit out of place.
The anatomy of the house is such that its anatomy is less superficial than its closely consumed. Time of burden, if we were to dissect the house and unite a human cadaver, we would
Bit loud.
able to isolate and describe its limbs, appendages, and their functions in a decidedly anatomical fashion. There is a fair number of direct comparisons to be drawn from our quarters to the house.
There is a doors are unlocked. Wait, up here? Wait, isn't the lounge the next one? I'm pretty sure it's lounge. Let me go to the lounge. I think the scan lines get more intense the closer I am to it. Maybe? No? No. It's definitely not there. So I keep getting caught on the couch. Closet. In the garage? No? Maybe we'll check the other bedrooms. Maybe it was the bedroom. Wait, this door's unlocked too. I haven't seen in this bedroom before. Yep, that's certainly a bedroom. Wait, what's on the wall? That's kind of creepy. A mosquito. I think that's meant to be up there. And the lines coming through the walls. Nothing? There's a tape in the living room. Oh, now it's in the living room. Oh. Keep getting caught on those goddamn couches.
It is easy to think of the kitchen and dining room as the stomach or digestive system of a house, though this comparison is tenuous. By contrast, the function and analog of a bathroom should be immediately obvious. The hallways and corridors of a house are like veins, providing circulation coursing throughout its frame. A staircase bears more than a passing resemblance, both physically and symbolically, to a spine. The windows of a house serve much the same purpose as eyes, and anyone who has ever rounded a bend on a long drive and come suddenly face to face with a pale, dark manor will tell you that the house is a creature capable of...
Jesus. God. Wait, I didn't get a pop-up. What's the garage, isn't it? What's in the basement? Is it not the garage? Oh, that's a closet. Maybe it was the basement then. Okay. No, it's not the basement. Is there anything? I'm getting like chills playing this game. I don't like it. It's not as easy as the other ones. Or not as unscary. Not that the others weren't. I'm just not. I don't know. Not affected by certain things in horror. But this is doing it a little bit.
The bedroom is perhaps the room that most eludes direct comparison in this section. At a stretch, and allowing for a bit of poetic sympathy, it might be said that the bedroom is not unlike the human mind, are those parts of it which dictate thought and imagination. In the bedroom, I dream that there are teeth growing all over me, everywhere on me and in me, like cysts or bone spurs. They're loose, but I can't remove them because I have no hands. I look out through the bedroom window and I see a truck approaching. A young man steps out, approaches, and enters through the front door. His body is covered in swollen ticks the size of quarters. He's walking through the downstairs hallway and laughing. He begins urinating on the wall. He spits on the carpet. He's moving through the first floor, breaking and upsetting things. He goes to the basement and stands at the top of the stairs. I'm angry at him, so I slam the door and he falls down. I can feel his bones snapping. The ticks are bursting, oozing all black blood everywhere. I can feel him being ground up, dissolved and torn, splitting and shredding. I leave the door closed. I close my eyes and try to sleep. The teeth continue growing on me until there's nothing left of me but teeth and gums and sinew. The basement is dark.
Oh. Okay. Oh god. Why does this keep showing up on my other monitor? There we go. Oh, this is different. This is very different. Are they windows or they look like bars? It's the painting. I thought the texture of the wood was different, but I think it's just redder. Or the lighting is redder. Back down to the tape. The door, oh Jesus. It's like Skinamarink. Wait, what? Oh. Can't open that door. Two mirrors now. Yeah, what are you doing up there, man? Okay. Dining room, isn't it? Get down from there. Plates in places they shouldn't be. Let me cook you. Gotta aim here. Okay. Okay, living room is next, I think. Was it? No, bedroom. Wait, there's no door there. What are you doing in the ground door? What is that sound? Okay, No, this is the master bedroom. Just go straight to the bedroom. Okay, where's the thing? Oh no, it was the bathroom. Here it is. What is it, the bedroom or after? Hurts. A Hurts donut? Would you like one of those? Yeah, it's bedroom. Okay. I swear I could hear like a heartbeat coming from the garage. Oh my god, am I stupid? Oh no, there it is. Go, go, go. Oh wait, there's a sprint button this whole time? Oh my god, that's so fast. Kind of a bit too fast. Whee! Okay. I think that's too fast. I'm just gonna walk. I think walking's more cinematic anyway. Whee! Okay, I lied, I'm running. Whee!
If we were to dissect the house, we would find organs and stomach, brains and minds and eyes, dreams and memories and a mouth that will bite down.
Ooh. Did it just teleport me? Ah, the basement again. But where's the light? There's nothing there. Unless I can open the door, no. Isn't it?
There is an important distinction that must be drawn between the words dissection and vivisection, a distinction that would appear to be lost on you. Your purpose was to listen, and yet at every turn you have pried, you have prodded, and you have interfered. Have you not been paying attention? Did it not occur to you that as an organism existing within a greater organism, your intrusion would be felt? And still you harassed. And now, like the wayward spider who witlessly settles upon a sweeper's tongue, you will be swallowed. Because the truth is this. When a house is both hungry and awake, every room becomes a mouth.
Oh, it's teeth. Never come back. Jesus. Ooh, tape. Oh. It closed itself. That's the line. There's an important distinction to be made between the words dissection and vivisection. That's my favorite line. A distinction that would appear to be lost on you. Oh? I think that's it. Well, I guess I can end on this screen. Wait, let me just do it like this. Ooh, there's more.
What happens to a house when it is left alone? When it becomes worn and aged?
What?
When its paint peels and its foundations begin to sink? When it goes for too long unlived in? What does it think of? What does it dream? How does it regard those creatures who built it, brought it into existence only to abandon it when its usefulness no longer satisfies them? It may grow lonesome. It may stare for long hours into the darkness of its own empty halls and see shadows, and its heart may jump as it thinks, here's someone again, I'm not alone. And each time it is wrong, and the hurt starts over. It may haunt itself, inventing ghosts to walk its floors, making friends with its shadow puppets, laughing and whispering to itself at the end of some quiet cul-de-sac. It may grow angry. Its basement may fill with churning acid like an empty stomach, and its gorge may rise as it asks itself through clenched teeth, what did I do wrong? It may grow bitter. It may grow hungry. So hungry and so bitter that its scruples dissolve and its doors unlock themselves. While a house may hunger, it cannot starve. And so, in fever and anger and loneliness, it may simply lie in wait. Doors open. Shades drawn. Always empty. Hungry.
Okay. Is that it now? I think that's it now. For real. Oh. That was quite something. I liked it. I like it a lot. I'm not surprised. I thought I would like it. Because like I said, I've heard a few of the lines in the monologue. And like they slap like the dissection and vivisection one. And that line about how when a house is both hungry and awake, every room becomes a mouth. That's so good. But there's an important distinction to be made between the words dissection and vivisection. A distinction that would appear to be lost on you is so good. It's the delivery. And it's funny because before that I didn't actually know the difference between dissection and vivisection. But it turns out dissection is when you like cut open a body to like look at the insides of a dead thing, and vivisection is to do that while it's still alive. But yeah. Damn. Okay, I don't think if I open it up again, is it gonna be the same thing? Yep. Okay. Go to this. Now there is a thing that says there's a little text document. Spoilers, play before reading. So I'm gonna read this. Believe you've reached the end of the game, unsure what to do next, scroll down slowly, stop at the speed bumps. Oh, is this telling me what to do? Have you only run the game once? The game must be run several times to complete the experience. Are you in the basement at mobile with the tape player? Has it played its tape? Yep. You've reached the end of the game when you run the program. You begin in the basement with the tape player and nothing happens after 30 plus seconds. You can hit the delete key in this scene to erase the game's memory and start over from the beginning. Okay. I see. So it's this. In the basement with the tape. Okay. So yes, that's it. That's done. That's all 3 of the games that I wanted to play, that I've been meaning to play for a long time. Well, at least this one, Anatomy, was one I've been meaning to play for ages. And Cave Crawler, I've been meaning to play that for a while, and I only got This Is Not Your House recently, and I thought, hey, I can knock all 3 of these out in one day, in one stream. But yeah, I didn't know like anything about This Is Not Your House. Or really, I knew a little bit about Cave Crawler and Anatomy. Like I knew what the gameplay was like for them. But I literally just bought This Is Not Your House because a YouTuber recommended it. Turned out pretty well though. I like it. I like all 3 of the games. They're really like well, I think the last 2, Cave Crawler and Anatomy, were really right up my alley. In terms of like, I like just the mood, the atmosphere of the 3D environments. And This Is Not Your House is good as well. But yeah, that Anatomy one was the only one that actually managed to spook me a bit. Something about, I don't know, there was something about the presentation and the atmosphere. Whereas in Cave Crawler, it was like bright the whole time. That might have been. And I was like a robot. It seemed very on rails, so I didn't really, wasn't really afraid. But this one, I don't know, the ambient sounds were placed like really well. Like there were multiple times I thought there was something like behind me or in the other room, and when it did that in Cave Crawler, I was just like, it's just a Minecraft cave noise. And then This Is Not Your House is something completely different. I don't even know really. I liked it, but I don't really know what to make of it yet. I'll have to wait on it a little bit for my thoughts to solidify. But yeah, that monologue in Anatomy, it's so good. Okay, well, I guess I'll stop. I'll end stream then. Goodbye.